Okay, so I've been on this mission for about quite a few days. Um, I'm not bald, you idiot. Anyway, sorry. On Facebook, or Gaia, actually. Anyway, so, I found possibly Ratman. I was, like, reading through all these, like, videos that say, like, that people are, that, like, might have found him, but I actually found him. And I realized that this might actually be a place, but I might have possibly better quality, than what everybody else has. I will show you this very instant. I'm not bald, am I? Do I look bald? That's what I thought. So, here we go. Observe. See, it's her right there, man. That's totally him. Right there. No. It has to be him, though. It totally is. Okay. Hey, look, it's a portal. Okay. Keep it going. It's not in these parts, because I looked through all these. That's a companion cube. That's a cube. That's a cube. That's a cube right down there too. I looked through all these. I really did. Anyway, and I found him. And this one guy, I can't remember exactly who I saw it off of first, like, made a video and showed this, but then I was, like, looking there, and I was like, this is not physically possible that this is him. Uh, yep, right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Keep it right in this general spot. Look right here, okay? You can kind of see him, but not really. So I'm just gonna play it. See him right there. Look it. Keep going. Keep going. Look at that. It's a square too. Ooh, square. I wonder why he was like limping though. Uh, that's what I find really interesting actually. Oh yeah, I'm growing a mustache. I haven't shaved because I've been working on this for way too long, way too long. Also, I haven't been posting very many videos because I've been trying to get some information on Half-Life and Left 4 Dead, and I haven't found very much, if anything. Uh, I've seen like everything for the first one, Half-Life 2 or 1, and then I'm gonna start doing Half-Life 2 really soon. I'm gonna start watching all those videos, but really, I just thought that was so interesting because it's like, what was that? I mean, people say that, oh, that's like a Franken turret or blah blah blah. I wonder if it actually was. Let me check that out really quick. I don't think it was. It can't physically possibly be it whatsoever. Like, I highly doubt that it is a Franken turret. Keep going. Oh, I still haven't gotten any information about the... Look at that. That does not look like a Franken turret. At all. Oh, wait, that is not. It can't be. Can it? No, look at that. Can't be. Not freaking physically possible. No, it can't be. Look. In the first leap that he makes, you can clearly see a head. See, right there, arms too. Like, actual arms, and you can see him walking. However, I don't know. That could actually possibly be a Franken turret. What was it? But I just thought that that was kind of interesting. In Half-Life, the only real reference that I saw between Half-Life and Ratman was um, one of the emblems that you can see, kind of, not really. Uh, I think that if you like look through all of his notes, you might be actually be able to find something. Uh, um, yeah. Uh, Also, is it possible that Aperture? I understand that Aperture um and what's it called are already related, but like I want to find out every single connection that you guys can make. So if you could figure that out, that'd be awesome. You haven't sent me any inboxes or anything lately. So yeah, but I thought that was kind of interesting. And also, what else did I happen to catch? Yeah, I'm almost positive that that's a Franken turret, so that's fake. Um, did anybody check the Borealis? Because there actually might, like I said, he might be there. What else? Um, oh, also, yeah, as we all know, he created the portal gun and he created the turrets. So like, I think that he made everything, in in um in Aperture. So he might be filthy freaking rich, but I don't see why he isn't. And why would he actually stay there if he's already rich, you know? I mean, he's being like given all this money. Like, what if maybe Cave Johnson took him for his own will? Um, but I also don't think exactly that Cave Johnson actually did hire him, because if you listen to his quotes, he said you couldn't or I couldn't fire a man because he was in a wheelchair, but I did it anyway. Ramps are expensive. Um, I think that maybe he didn't also do anything with a psychological disorder, so maybe like somehow he hid it, and that's like why the companion cube was saying like this will be the end of us, both of us, or no, yeah, this will be the end of us. But also the schizophrenic thing ties in. What else? Maybe he'll find out, and then they'll both be kicked out, and that's why he's running. But I don't still see the connection between him and Chell. Uh, I'm starting to think that maybe that she knew something about him, that like maybe the schizophrenia thing, and then actually was like maybe that's why he's trying to save her, because like he would be in great danger. Because Gladys doesn't like her, if you think about it, because maybe she knows, maybe Gladys, because Gladys was around during Ratman. So just a slight possibility. Um, I've kind of thought of almost everything that I can do without actually like going completely insane. Until I play the game, I'm going to possibly go over to a friend's house soon and be able to play then. Um, I do need the Ratman videos, or for you guys to make those pretty soon. Yeah. That would be pretty cool. Like all the places that he's been and all the frequencies that he's sent in Portal 1 and 2, if you could get everything from Portal 1 and 2, like drawings, anything that might have his name on it. Also, look through documents. Also try to find like a pod, maybe a broken down pod, with possibly a folder next to it. I think I saw one somewhere down, like where you can hear the singing turrets. Try to find that exact same room in Portal 1, and if you could find it, try to see what there is, because if it's in Portal 1, if there's any drawings, then at least we know if he was alive. Like, we know that he was alive for Portal, like, in between portals, but, that would explain, like, what time, or, like, what, that would kind of, like, if there were murals, then it would help us out in a way, because that would show, like, maybe you can like see that he's there, but why would he make dens? You know, I mean, I can understand that he left and everything, but why like paint things, and leave possible clues behind, like when you're about ready to get killed? Sometimes like noticed that like sometimes whenever you're about like she's about ready to say, like try to think of something interesting to say, like whenever Gladys like does something weird and out of the ordinary, there's usually like the walls that come up, or like when you're like try to figure that out. I noticed that that one was for the first one, but not really true in the second one. So try to find out how many rat dens there are, and then find out as much as you can about each and every single one of them. Then what else? Companion cube. Oh, the companion cube will not threaten to stab you, and in fact cannot speak. I found that statement interesting because Gladys possibly knew, like, then that means that Gladys did know something about Ratman because the companion cube spoke to him because he didn't have his schizophrenic um things. Um, so I thought that was interesting. If you really want to find out a little bit more, what was I saying? Portal. Oh yeah. Rather, rather interesting. I'd be. Oh yeah, schizophrenic. Like she knew that he was schizophrenic then because, like, and then maybe she was telling Chell for a reason. If she actually did do something like that, or yeah. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Then that means that like she knew, and then that means that they had to find out, and then Cave most likely probably got angry and was trying to send her away. So that would make sense that 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 Ratman was able to, do all that and get noticed pretty well. What I'm wondering is that like I said in one of my previous videos, were there other test subjects in Portal 1? I'm pretty sure that there wasn't, but if there were, then that would kind of help out. Also, um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, she maybe she had brain damage before. I know that does sound kind of funny now that I think about it, but like, what if she did, and that was the reason why Ratman saved her, and like that would explain that he was his daughter, but who was the mother? Maybe it was like Carolyn, and then Cave was pissed and then trying to go after him, or something. But no, the reason why he left was because of Gladys for sure. But what led them to make Gladys? Like he did say in the comic, this will be like the next generation of awesomeness or whatever, you know. Um, but what if there were more reasons just besides Gladys? Um, I mean, people can be so stupid sometimes. Like in World War II, they actually did test to make zombies, although the Russians started to do it before the Nazis. Um, and the Nazis did have a whole bunch of test subjects. They were successful with um with creating a zombie, or not the Nazis, the Russians. It wasn't technically a zombie because it didn't go after people, but still, people can be so stupid, especially scientists, and you'd expect more out of them, which I thought was actually quite interesting. So yeah. What else? Aperture science. So, Aperture is really big. Like, yeah, of course it's really big, but like, how did all the other cores, like, how were the other cores created? Were they like or like, what happened to all the subjects and scientists and everything? I mean, like, yes, they were making cores, but they weren't making cores while Ratman was gone. There was the one of the cores that was pre-made, or no, none of them were pre-made. I don't think. What else? I thought that was quite interesting. Gladys, very interesting. Oh, we have an approximate date of when Gladys was made. Because it's a disc reader, and there weren't very many discs. GLADOS stands. What does Gladys stand for in Portal? It stands for. Wait, what is lowercase? Oh yeah, it's the A. It's the generic, or the genetic